Dear YouTube Nation, I see a lot of videos as I examine the streams of personal views, works and interpretations of what is to be classified as art, and chaotic streams of shock value, dancing, dying, laughing, violence, God and sex, people to worship for their feats, and people to hate for their betrayals and so forth. On and onward, never ceasing, with accessibility and ease to feed the hungering of the masses' needs to divert themselves into the desires of personal interest. This brought me to a pondering I have found to be inescapable. What I have discovered is the amount in which individuals tend to view the most basic and instinctual hammerstones of the deep interstated reverberations of the human psychosomatic condition. And then, all around me, as it has been for years, I see the putridly disturbing ideologies of a society lost in the sponge of satisfaction without consequence. Please allow me to explain, so as to afford you, the viewer, the opportunity to avoid the grappling decapitation of the act of contempt prior to investigation. Rock stars, super actors, professional sports personalities, city officials, mayors, congressmen, legislators, presidents, and whatnot, all at one point or another are asked to publicly voice their opinions on these hammerstones. For our worship, praise, support, and fiscal overabundance, we in turn receive half-stated, irrelevant opinions. The hammerstones I speak to you of are of violence, war, hate, death, and sex. If you look at the view rate of cop kills teen when returning from war for having sex with cop's wife, a hypothetical scenario, you will find, since it contains all the hammerstones of our instinctual need, it will have more views than a simple cop kills teen. So what we begin to do is idolize actors that play the roles of the hero soldier, listen to the lies of the congressional seats, and become blinded into ignorance by the marionetting of the leaders of it all. Huge deficits for company bailouts, welfares, and reforms for the situations that are created by the society itself put into place. However, never once have I seen all of these so-called idols deserve anything more than a simple thank you. I see these ones we worship with enormous houses, multiple conveyances, and endless streams of finance in which they dabble in the effort to impress us to substantiate our reasoning for the continuance of this system. Save the whales, save the earth, save pets and strays, save historic buildings, and save landfills, so they have a place to send us when our pockets are empty. I propose that all of these idols, impressors, and puritans of government simply earn our dollar. War is horrible, they say. Support our troops. And on the ring of perpetual dancing recycles and continues. I propose we all hold a door open to our fellow man. I propose the end of the cycle. I say if you support it, then do it. Don't just say so. If in America, as it stands, every person were to supply 3 canned items and 3 non-perishable items, it would provide billions in relief for starving nations, even if it were our own. Stop war? How? By providing your fellow human servant of the existence of the opportunity to no longer feel that we thrive on consumption of need created by greeds alone. Allow them to feel as if they do matter. Allow yourself to bask in the tolerance of self-denial. Believe once again in necessity only. Prepare by giving. Drive out the corruption with the applications of the very same laws enacted by the architects of the filth we now have. Where they hold, do all that you can to resist. Where they give, apply all the force you have. Drown yourself in the need for acceptance and ensure acceptance of others. Choose to be the ringing of the hammer as opposed to the gradually conforming hammerstone. You can. I can. We all can. To you all, I will engage this again, solutions as opposed to emotional rhetoric. I in haste await the most needed mark of change.